First opened in the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Houston Astros. The Stros aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Paul Lee is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
At the plate, Tim Beckham, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore, shortstop, Tim Beckham.
First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how we get things underway here in the Space City. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Nope. 3-0 now. Lee has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
The 3-1. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Set to get his day started, Danny Valencia. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knuckleball over the inside corner. Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. Beckham on at first, nobody out. And knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, there are very few guys that can do what Adam Jones can do for a team. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Knuckleball upstairs. Dangerous pitch taken for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Back up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Rich Hill gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, when you think of Rich Hill, there's one thing you think of. Power curveball. Has one of the best left-handed curveballs in the game of baseball. He'll throw it early, he'll throw it often, and he'll throw it any time in the count. His velocity isn't that bad either. He can get it up to 93, 94, but when you walk up there in the box against Rich Hill, you have one thing in mind. Try to hit that curveball.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. First pitch on its way. Hopped up. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And now the O's have his terrific speed at first to contend with right out of the chute.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
Stepping in now, James Harden, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Stepping into the box, Michael Lee, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about him. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Drilled to the left side. Reined in. The second for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now to the plate, Chris Davis will stand in to lead things off for the Orioles. Adam Jones set to follow. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The windup and the 0-1. Way behind a goofy knuckleball for strike 2. right side. There is Altuve. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Astros on date. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Number 3 is under it. 2 down.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 3. And a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Hill was born in Massachusetts. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2002 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And ooh, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Schoop has it. And there's one down now.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Striding in for Houston, David Lee. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball one. That's inside. 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Scope over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Next up for the Astros, Carlos Correa will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball one.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Grounded. 2 out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in, Mark Trumbo. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Mark Trumbo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball one.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Hit sharply on the ground. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Pedro Alvarez. He went deep in the contest last night. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Gonzalez in foul ground. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. The 0-1 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, Altuve to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. The 0-1. ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's George Springer. His career batting line against Hill. He's 1 for 5.
Center fielder, George Springer.
First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Springer swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And that's over. 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit on the ground to third. Valencia comes up with it, and that's the first out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Alex Bregman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a bouncing ball, foul. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Batting ninth.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Beckham. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Hit hard down the line. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss. But a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The two-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find a knockout there.
In now, Danny Valencia. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Harden. One away.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Ready for another chance. Trey Mancini comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Called strike over the outside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough to handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Roll. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Roll, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
Here's Chris Davis now as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. There's a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box now, James Harden. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Ready with another 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Runners off for second. And a ball in the dirt as it gets away a bit. And not in time as the run scores. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Two-0 count, the pitch, and it's fouled away. From the belt, the pitch hit hard on the ground to the right, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Into the box, number 3, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 pitch. High pop-up. Here's Scope to make the catch, and there's out number 1.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Stepping in now, David Lee, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner will get back standing. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Lee, base runner at first with one out. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Another full count offering on its way. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here to that ball down the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, George Springer, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. 2 down, runners at first and second. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Adam Jones gets set to start out the inning. The pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Shot to third and handled for the first out.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Digging in for his second at bat, Jonathan Schoop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knuckleball that finds the highest part of the zone. Now the pitch. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And it's 2 balls and a strike to Trumbo. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And strike 3 called, as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Alex Bregman.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball one. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Swinging a soft liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks. The unlikely.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in safely. In now, Marwin Gonzalez. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, the reigning batting champion in the American League. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in and looking for more, James Harden. He singled his last time up. On its way is pitch number 75. In there, now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. Here's the 3-1. Fouled off. The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Cisco waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Astros lead this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Pedro Alvarez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Alvarez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 2.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Harden is there, makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Tim Beckham.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. That knuckleball dances over the inside corner. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Michael Lee. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Michael Lee.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
3-2 now. Line drive to center field. Jones has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 3.
Riding in once again, number 3, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Two balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here. Solo shot here to left. Fourth home run here in the early going. And the Astros will move out in front here 3-2.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Into the box, David Lee, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Now the 2-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Trumbo, but he doesn't have a chance. It's over his head. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for our starter, Rich Hill. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Brad Brock will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Brad Brock.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Tough slider down low for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's George Springer, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. In at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase it something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
A pause, and the 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Springer at second with 2 down. Skied into straightaway right. Trumbo has a read on it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. Houston leads this one 4-2. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Striding in once again, Trey Mancini. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. He's taken high above the zone. Yanked on the ground down the line. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
First baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike. And knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. First pitch on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Down the third baseline. Backhanded. Altuve for 1. On to first, and they turn another one. Their 4th of the afternoon, and the inning is over. Orioles held in check there. Still down by a count of 4-2. Michael Gibbons gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Michael Gibbons.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now.
Leading
He's
off for
0
the
for 2
Astros.
with a strikeout in this one.
First baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Scope is there, and quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0. 7th inning here at the ballpark, 4-2 our score. The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Scope, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, James Harden.
Ready once again, James Harden. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. From the stretch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. The 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
The 0-1 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Now the 1-1 pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Astros leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
First delivery to him on the way. Knuckleball upstairs. Dangerous pitch taken for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And it's 0-2 to Scope. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. And a sliding attempt at second, but he can't corral it, and that ought to be a base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. shot on the ground to short. One there on the first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
It doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Pedro Alvarez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Not an easy thing to do because that knuckleball doesn't have a lot of velo. He was able to pull it, but keep it just enough fair for the long home run.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail it here 4-2. Ready for another chance, number 3, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and 1 strike.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you've got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's out number 1.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Stepping in now, David Lee. He'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. High and deep to center field. Jones going back to the track. It's up and out of here into the archway. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
A 3-run deficit in the bottom of the 8th is tough for a visiting team to overcome. But they've got 3 outs left. And after that homer, they're going to need to string together some hits to make a game of this thing.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
Jones is under it. 2 gone.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Digging in and looking for more, George Springer, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Jones going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Home run number 5 on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Alex Bregman stands in as he looks at a called strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2 high in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Popped him up. Cisco moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We've played 8 full. It's the Astros 6 and the Orioles 2. Will Harris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Will Harris.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. 0-for-2 on his line thus far. He's set, and the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Hot shot to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. He enters this at bat, 1 for 2 with a walk. Here's the first pitch to him. Driven nicely into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. If Grand Slam is still in play, let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Chris Davinsky takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 47,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Valencia. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's hitless in 6 tries. Popped him up. Lee has a play. 1 out.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
Fouled away. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Springer, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 6-4 ball game.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Here's Chris Davis now. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Two great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Mancini on third with 2 out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
6-4 the outcome today. Houston rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Paul Lee takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Chris Davinsky hammers down the save, his 1st of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.